Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got us another easy drinking beer here. This is Oskar Blues Pinner Throwback IPA. This comes in at 4.9%. I don't have the IBUs listed here, and I'm not sure it has it on the can. I do not see it anywhere. This one has a canned on date of 2/24 of 2015. So this is just less than a week old here, guys. So very fresh. You can't get this any fresher unless you're at the brewery. So seen this at this one comes out of Brevard, North Carolina, where the brewery is down there. I've been there. Very nice setup they have down there. Hadn't been to the one out in Colorado, but been to the one in North Carolina. Very nice setup down there. They've got a nice tap room upstairs, and you can take the tour of the brewery, which I did. And it's just very nice, very friendly people. Got a lot of great beers. I love just about everything that Oskar Blues does. Very tasty beers. Their pale ale is one of my favorites. Alright guys, let's get on with this one. This is what you would probably call an entry-level IPA. If you're into that or want to get into the IPAs, this is very low ABV on this one. This one's not going to knock you down. You could have this at lunchtime and go back to work. 4.9%. Very low. Sessionable. I mean, very easily could drink a 6-pack of these. So, being here in Virginia, and they're made in North Carolina, I'm glad to see them come here. A lot of North Carolina beers don't even come to Virginia. I've been to Asheville, where there's a lot of craft breweries, and they don't come here. I don't know why, but they just don't. But anyway, like I said, I don't have the IBUs. Commercial description of this is: how do you cram as much hop and malt flavor and aroma as possible into a beer, but make it crushable too? That's the challenge we answered with Pinner Throwback IPA at 4.9% ABV and 35 IBUs. So it is in the commercial description here on Beer Advocate. This drinkable IPA uses several varieties of hops to target the ever-evolving flavor, with tropical fruits, citrus juices, pineapple, spice berry up front in the aroma and flavor. The biscuit and toasted bread at the back balance all the hops that make a great finish to go on your next can of Pinner. Could be Pinner or Piner. It's P-I-N-N-E-R, guys. Pinner, I think that's how it's pronounced. It's the perfect beer for a little sip, give. So, food pairings on this beer, guys, is going to be your typical IPAs. The cuisine is curried in Thai cheeses and pepper jack, Monterey, blue, sharp, cheddar, your more pungent cheeses. Meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, salmon, and I will add grilled meat to that because I like everything off the grill with my IPAs. Well, let's pop the cap on this one, or the top, or whatever you want to call this little tab on top of this can, and get it in the glass. Now, being a low ABV beer at 4.9%, they've used probably some pretty light malt. And when I say light malt, I'm saying the Lovibond, and that's how they categorize the color of it, or what it ends up being here. I use a lot of crystal malt when I do some home brewing, and it varies from 10 up to 120, and it probably goes even further than that, but I've not purchased anything more than 120 Lovibond. So, and the further you go up, usually it gets a little bit darker. Don't get to the porter or stouts. You got to start adding chocolate malt and black patent malt and some darker malts to get to that kind of darkness. But Usually the lighter the lava bond, usually the lighter the color is going to be. Over into the light, about a finger and a half of head on that pour. It is crystal clear, guys. Not to the golden nitro lager color, a little darker than that. Your typical IPA color. Nice golden color there. Just a slight amber hue to it. Now let's get a nose on this one, see what we got. Well, they've packed a lot of hops in. And this is very similar to like your all-day IPA and your session. And Founders does a session IPA, and I think Sierra Nevada does a session IPA. A lot of these guys are getting into the, instead of making it 8, 9, 10, 11% IPA or double IPA, they're brewing some of the lighter stuff now. So you can drink it and have 1 or 2 at lunch and go back to work. The aroma is heavily citrusy, grapefruit and pineapple. It's got an awesome smell. If you were just smelling this and trying to guess the ABV, you'd be out of luck. I mean, there's no hint. You could very easily put your noses and say, well, that smells like a wonderful IPA. What is this, 6, 7%? It's got it going on. It really, really does. They packed a lot of hop juiciness to this beer at 4.9%. This smells wonderful. Let's give it a taste, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. Very tasty beer. You can't guess the alcohol, because a lot of them that are so well made, it could be 6, 7, 8%ers, and I don't get the alcohol on those either that much. And this one, other than being just a little on the thin side, it's got all the hop profile and aromas you're going to want in an IPA. But it doesn't have that 60, 70, 80 IBUs to go with it at 35. It's not got that huge bitterness on the back end. It's just enough to balance out the lighter malt that they've used. That's damn tasty. That really is a good beer. I'm blown away a lot of times, especially if the Sierra Nevada version and the Founders version, now Oskar Blues has got their version, how much hop profile they can pack into a low ABV beer like that. So, wow. Very tasty, guys. Well, let me take it back and let her have a sip or two out of it, and we'll come back and do the final chug on this one. Pretty impressive so far. Pretty impressive. This one at 4.9 is not going to knock you down, so you can have 1 or 2 of these and go about your business. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. This is a tasty beer. It really is. A great entry-level IPA. Not too bitter. A lot of hops in this. I've tasted pale ales that have more bitterness than this one does. So very easy drinking, very sessionable, and that's where they were going with this beer. A very sessionable IPA, throwback IPA. Let you throw back a couple of these and still not be shit-faced. So that being said, let's do the final chug on this one. Great hop profile. A week old, less than a week old. Very, very tasty. I love what they do down there at Oskar Blues. Very tasty. I would say this is probably their lightest beer to my knowledge that they produce. But yet it's still got all the hop profile that you're going to get in a Dale's Pale Ale or even their Deviant Dale. So it's got a massive hop profile. Grapefruit, pineapple, pine, very citrusy, orange, tangerines, mango. A lot of stuff going on in this beer. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Guys, it's got the date on the can. I'm going to probably go away from everything that I've seen and read. This is probably a 9 out of a 10 beer as far as I'm concerned. Especially in the style where they're going with this. We should say low ABV, very hoppy IPA. So, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Very, very tasty. I can see myself buying some more of these, especially if I had some friends over and wanted to introduce them to something that didn't have that massive 70 IBUs or something that way bitter that usually puts off a new craft beer drinker that's not used to that kind of stuff. So very nice entry level sessionable IPA. 9 out of 10 for me, guys. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 86 in the very good range. It is a very good beer, but I think it's a little bit better than the number that they represent there. And 88 from Rate Beer in the overall, and 83 in the style. So these guys are in the 80s. I'm in the 90s. I think this, if I was putting a numeric rating on this one, it'd probably be about a 95. It's pretty damn tasty, very smooth, very easy drinking, massive hop profile. So, brand new offering from them as far as I know. I've not seen it before. So if you've had this one from Oskar Blues, their Pinner Throwback IPA, let me know what you think. And let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See everybody then.